welcome back to my channel. This is the family tree. Georgie's school project unearthed a surprising revelation about her past. Casey intends to buy a bulldogging horse, forcing a confession from Tim. So, I'm guessing Tim is going to admit to her that he has feelings. And then it says a surprising revelation about Georgie's past. Which makes you wonder what that is. Does it have something to do with Jeff? Is Jeff not really her brother? Was she adopted by her parents and then they died and then she was in the foster system and now has been adopted again? I mean, one thing that I do like is that Georgie has just become so integrated in Heartland, you know? Like as Lou said, she loves it there. She loves that, you know, she's on this ranch and has all these horses and everything. And you know, some kids would hate that. They'd be like, ugh. But, and maybe it's because this is for the first time in a long time she has a family. Maybe that's why. But, you know, she does seem to just absolutely love it there, and she's integrated herself. You know, she helps out with the horses, she does chores, and even though, you know, she did mention about Lou basically still calling her Lou and then called her mom that one time, but we haven't really heard her refer to Lou or Peter as mom and dad really. So I wonder if that will come in time. But you know, in the last episode, Hannah asked her if she had any siblings, and she said yes. And I'm like, well, good. I'm glad to see her actually acknowledging Katie as her sister. Because the Supernatural says family don't end in blood. And even though Katie may not be her blood sister, she is her sister. Anyways, let's get started. Tim needs to get his head out. Ty needs to get his head out of his ass. Tim too.
Lisa, what, they're 18, 21? I miss the old guy out here.
Chance.
I'll get Chris Potter.
Time, I promise.
Get what right?
Us. I'll get us.
Father. Okay, I think Lou's regretting her decision, and I think Peter is happy about that. He's like happy that Lou is going to regret her decision because Lou gets these harebrained ideas. She's like Tim in this sense, and she doesn't let go. And sometimes it ends up backfiring on her. But you know, it's like she decided to have her look this up and find out about the family. And now it seems like she's kind of regretting it. And it's like, you would think that they would have invited Jeff for this. You know, that Jeff would have wanted to see his aunt. So I'm kind of surprised that Jeff wasn't there. I mean, maybe they did invite Jeff and he couldn't make it. That's a possibility. But you would think that Jeff would try to make it. And maybe they'll mention it. Maybe they'll say that they asked him to come but he wasn't able to. Because, you know, she's all excited, and I'm thinking, wouldn't you want to see Jeff again, too? Because he's your nephew. But when she said, you look just like your mother, I'm like, she's the birth mother. She gave birth to Georgie and gave her to her sister to raise.
Kind of like my godfather?
Oh, it's your fairy godmother. That's a reference to Once Upon a Time. We experiment a bit with makeup. Maybe she does want to kind of become a little more girl. I mean, you know, sometimes you see Lou walking around wearing skirts and dresses. Maybe let Georgie have some of that. I mean, when she walked in, she looked great. Her hair was down, the makeup was on, the dress she wore. And you know, she was talking about the shade of lipstick, and I'm like, what's wrong with that? Taylor Swift wore bright red lipstick at like, what, 16 or so? It's like, it's not that big of a deal. I chose today to wear something that's a white gold. Granted, of course, I'm a lot older than Georgie, but I'm like, let her experiment. You know, why did Lou never have like a girls' day? Why did they never like go to a spa and get makeup and everything, you know? And she mentioned, oh, she thinks I'm a fuddy-duddy. I'm like, well, you kind of are. You know, like, truth kind of hurts, Lou, but yeah, you kind of are being a bit of a fuddy-duddy. You know, it doesn't seem like you are giving Georgie much opportunity to kind of explore being a girl. And granted, Georgie is a tomboy and stuff, but even girls who are tomboys still do girlish things, you know? Like maybe she can allow a couple of changes even if she doesn't you know, allow all of them. Like maybe she'll say to Georgie, you know, wear your hair down more, or buy her like just even some lip gloss or some neutral colors with makeup or something, you know, something that can help enhance Georgie, enhance her beauty, and kind of get her started. And then obviously as time goes by, increase with makeup and hair care and stuff like that, you know. And if that's something that Georgie just decides she doesn't want anything to do with, fine.
Mom, sorry.
Oh, she's caught.
Georgie?
She's caught.
Are you okay?
Nope. Broken arm. I like how he scoops her up and puts her in front.
We got it from here. Just stay here. We can handle it.
Or let her go in the back seat.
Georgie? Honey, just remember this.
We'll call you with updates.
Bye, guys.
I like how they, you know, jumped into action. I like how Peter picked her up, put her in the truck. But, you know, obviously Lou doesn't want Crystal to come with, and I'm thinking, shouldn't Crystal come with though? I mean, she could come with and be like, I'm just here for moral support. I mean, I know obviously Lou is kind of doing it out of spite too, but you know, Lou is all upset about Crystal and being this beautiful woman, and I'm like, you don't need to be jealous, you know, like Peter was saying that, you know, you're not going to Crystal's not going to come between you two, and I'm like, you are her mother, and that's way more important. So, and yeah, it's like you were the one who wanted her to research. I mean, I do like that she wanted her to kind of know more about her birth family. That, you know, she obviously knows everything about her adopted family, and then over on the other side of the tree there was her mom, her dad, and Jeff. So I like that she kind of wanted her to learn a bit. But at the same time, it's like, now look what you've done. Some things are better left. And Ty will be happy. That's the money he needed.
Caleb, we really need to talk.
Yeah, definitely. Things are really starting.
Hey, Ty.
Cass, hey.
Look at Caleb.
Right? We were just talking business right now.
Well, I'm meeting someone, so I'm gonna go look for him.
No, wait. Sit down. You gotta help us celebrate our big sale. You just punched my best friend. You made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh Lordy. He said he's been wanting to do that for 7 years, and I'm like, why? Ty was never involved with Ashley. And then when Jesse made that comment about the guy who dumped my sister, I'm like, no, she dumped him. She was the one who decided. I mean, unless he's referring to when she came back. But even with that, it's like, she dumped him. Get it straight. She's the one who decided she didn't want to be with Caleb. But I'm thinking, okay, so Cassie's old boyfriend was Jeremy, and now it's Jesse. I was saying that this show is interesting, like with names, because you've got like Amy, Ahmed, Amir, and then there was Aiden, and then there's like Jesse and Jeff and Jeremy and Jack, and they have Tim and Ty, you know, just all of the names beginning with certain letters, you know. It's just fine. Caleb, Cassie, you know, Casey, there's Casey, another J was Janice. I was thinking like with M's, but you don't have very many with M's. There's Miranda. But yeah, it's kind of funny, you know, when you see the names. I mean, obviously, but there's so many names out there that is kind of funny. Crystal now too. There's so many names out there that it's kind of funny when there's an episode that has like 4 with a J name in it or something. That's just weird stuff that I. Uh-oh. Next episode says Peter lies to Lou, causing strain in their marriage. Uh-oh. That's not gonna be good. They'll be okay though. It's too bad that things ended the way they did. I mean, I can kind of see where Crystal was coming from, you know, when she says don't let them turn you into a pumpkin. It's like she thinks that they are from, I don't know, I think she does like Lou and Peter, especially because they adopted her. And Lou does make a good point. Why did she never like reach out to her when she was in the foster system? Because she said that she was too young, I think, to take care of herself. And there was no mention of Jeff. But yeah, you know, she said that she was like too young to take care of her, and I'm thinking, well, there are some people though, when they are young, they do raise their siblings or still take in children. You know, Dean Winchester was 4 years old when he kind of started taking care of his younger brother Sammy. It happens. It was just basically Crystal didn't want to be responsible. She didn't want the responsibility. So I like that Ty called Amy because he knows his future's with her. I think that was kind of him. I don't necessarily want to say reacting, but a part of him internally knowing that Amy's his future. She was so pissed about it, which I don't blame her. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it would have been interesting to see how that bar fight turned out, you know? I like how Caleb turns to Jesse Stanton and says, "You hit my best friend." You know, and then it was on. That was pretty good, though. So thank you for joining me for this reaction. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to be alerted of future reactions. Feel free to check out some of my other videos, and if you can, support me on Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description. Shout out to my editor. She's the one who makes these videos the way they are. Her link is in the description. Check her out for your editing needs. I will see you in my next video. Bye.